Great card.
Great
Not so
card.
great bets.
Yeah, yeah. It didn't go as planned.
You called Sean,
Yes,
and then 2 minutes before the fight, I sent you a message. Sean.
yes, you did. I don't think he won that fight.
No, absolutely not. No, he didn't.
I don't think he actually. It's very hard to give him a round. To be honest,
I saw like a video where you clip out all the parts where they weren't doing anything, and it was just like, okay, here's a strike, here's a takedown, stuff like that. I think I would give Sean round 1.
Okay.
Peter round 2, Peter round 3. Like
Yeah.
I think that was a 29-28 yarn.
Yeah, it's so yeah. Just being a split was atrocious. It wasn't supposed to be a split.
Yeah.
You know, like even Drickus and I were talking about the fight. Like even he said like his fight with Brad Tavares was closer than that fight. You know, so they really screwed him over.
It's
on
like
that
they
one.
didn't count takedowns at all.
Yeah,
Like Peter took him down a lot. He didn't
6
do
times
6 times, yeah.
and controlled him over 5 minutes.
He didn't do much
So-
with that control. It wasn't like he was landing big hits or,
Yeah.
or elbows or stuff, but still, that's taking down, it's control time, it's effective grappling, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like, I think that Jan should have won that fight.
Yeah.
Like, he's gotten screwed over.
Yeah. So let's go through the fight. Like Muhammad Makhachev, he won. Great fight. He was actually like it was a close fight.
It was a lot more competitive than the odds would have suggested.
Yes, of course. And then getting that armbar in the third round, which was
Beautiful
really
armbar.
cool. The Petrosian fight was okay. It was a good fight. It
I
was
don't know
solid.
what that was.
Yeah, I watched the whole card. It was great to watch it. Obviously, a highlight was the Sean Brady Bilal Muhammad fight, which was quite surprising because Sean Brady looked so good on his feet. He like really looked very good. He looked solid. He landed like a few. Maybe I was just looking out of his perspective, but he was landing great shots and stuff. But I think Bilal was just relentless.
Dude, if Bilal fought like that every time, maybe I would remember his name. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
where did this man come from?
Yeah,
It's
it's-
like exciting now.
It's so funny because now like everyone is giving like Khabib the credit and to Team Khabib, Coach Khabib,
Yes, yes, yes.
you know. Poor Javier Mendez, like
Yeah,
he's not.
he's also there. I forgot
he's-
about him.
exactly, exactly. So, but yeah, credit to Khabib, I guess.
Yeah,
you know?
well, I mean, Khabib had a great night at the office. The
Yeah.
other Nurmagomedov won.
Yes.
Islam obviously won.
Yeah.
And then Muhammad also won. Bilal
Yes.
also won. So great
Yeah,
night at the office.
it was
He's
great.
really good at what he does.
Manon and Kagan was an interesting fight. Like I really thought if I had to say like I really wanted Manon to finish the fight.
Yeah.
But I think Chikagan is so durable, and I was quite surprised with her record as well. I didn't know she had that much experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really
It was
really
like-
cool to see.
I was looking at that fight. I was watching the fight, and I'm just like, Manon, throw your other side.
Yes, 100 I was screaming head kick for either. Like they dropped their hands in the exchanges so
Yeah.
much, and on the exit, just throw that head kick.
But I mean, like,
So
especially when you're in the open stance, that liver kick is there all the time, and Manon just goes front leg.
Yes.
Like kick with your back. Just do it. You're gonna land.
just try,
Just
please.
try it. Yo.
Yeah, and then after Manon, we had. Let me just check to make sure. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, but how can you not remember Beneil Dariush Gamrot?
Oh yes, that was also one of the fights where
What
I
a
was
banger.
I was super frustrated because Gamrot like just pulled the trigger, but Beneil, amazing leg
What
kicks.
a performance!
Those leg kicks are super hard. But Dariush doesn't look like the most athletic guy.
No.
But he is dangerous.
Beneil looks like your uncle. He's just like,
He reminds me of the guy in Grey's Anatomy. Like that one doctor that died in the plane crash.
I don't know. I don't watch chick shows. I've never watched Grey's Anatomy.
The
I am
only
proud
reason
to
why
say.
I saw that guy is he was a villain in Transformers.
Ah, I got you.
But if I say the villain in Transformers, you're
no,
not gonna...
which one? The other robot. Is that the one you mean?
But yeah, he does have an uncle vibe, but that uncle can kick your ass.
And he can
He's-
scramble.
Yes.
That
think
was like
that's-
my favorite part. The scrambles were beautiful.
I think that decisively won him the fight. It's just because obviously Gamrot has relentless takedowns. He controls guys on the ground so well, but I think just because he could create those small gaps, he was
was
amazing.
incredibly impressed.
Yeah.
I was so impressed. Like, Beneil's scrambles were so much better than Islam's.
Yes.
Oliveira's.
Yeah.
Like, I went after that fight. I'm like, if I had to say, like, one of the top 5 guys for Islam, like, give him Beneil.
Yes.
I really like that fight. I feel like he's a guy that has a lot for stuffing takedowns, especially.
And
he's so good.
8-fight win streak. Like, he deserves it. I think they'll probably give him one more fight before he fights for the title. But yeah, it would be interesting to see him. Like, even if Chandler and Dustin, like, give him the winner of Chandler and Dustin.
You could do that.
That's a number 1 contendership for the title.
Or Beneil just wait it out. Oh, do you think they'll give it to him if he waits it out?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah,
and I also think like he would like to stay active as well. Like I'm guessing he would, because if Makhachev is fighting Volkanovski, then you are going to wait a while. So why not just take another fight and then really solidify? Because Gamrot is like on the rise, but it also like you have to fight one of those top guys too.
He was there as a gatekeeper because, I mean, he was an underdog as well.
Yeah.
But what a performance. I was so impressed with his performance.
He just took that gate and smashed it on Gamrot.
I don't even think he got a performance bonus afterwards.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I also don't think so.
I was there. I was like, how can you not give this man a bonus after that performance?
It was very, very impressive. And then Jan and Sean O'Malley, obviously, we think like.
Do I think Sean deserves to be like in the top 5 for the bantamweights? I think he proved himself.
No doubt. Like he deserves to be there. His ranking improved to number 1.
Oh wow!
Behind the champ,
wow.
he's ranked number 1. So. It's just I feel so bad for Peter Yan.
Yeah.
Like, he fought so well. Peter Yan, look, he's so composed. He on every exchange where Yan got caught, he immediately retaliated as well. And then obviously
Man
the
has a
takedowns.
chin.
Yeah, man has a hard chin. But Sean O'Malley as well. Like credit where credit's due. I think Yan hits very hard.
Those 2 big hooks, and I remember in round 3. Oh God!
Yes.
How did he just eat those?
Crazy.
I think that maybe swayed the judges as well.
Yeah.
The fact that he didn't react to those hooks.
Yeah.
But I saw those hooks. I'm like, you have to score those. You have to score those highly, because that would put out like most people.
Yeah. And then in the co-main event, we had TJ Dillashaw and Aljamain Sterling. Obviously, we were backing TJ.
What a disappointment.
But also the wheel turns, like that's what you get.
What a disappointment. I was so
Yeah.
salty.
But
3 seconds into the round and his shoulder
yeah. Do you think
dislocate.
he calls it quits after that?
I don't know. Maybe he should.
Yeah.
Maybe he should. He did prove he's one tough son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That guy is tough.
He's really tough. And it was well done to his coach as well to like rub that thing in.
Yeah.
Because we've seen guys in corners struggle to get those shoulders back in. He was just like casually rolling it.
Yeah, like he's done it 20 times in the fight camp.
Probably. Like he got his technique down to a T.
Yeah. But
so.
I mean, even TJ did admit like it was a problem during fight camp, which I get kind of salty at him. I'm like, okay, well, why didn't you pull out then? I mean, you owe it to your opponent to come in like healthy at least.
Yes.
You can't come in with one arm.
Yeah. Aljamain, that's also just a shame, like, how he won the title is not how you want to win a title, and how you defended the title is also not how you want
Even
to do
his
it.
Jan defense, there's an argument to be made that Jan won their second fight.
Yes, but also Aljamain is dangerous. Like, even though he was fighting a guy with one arm, his control was amazing.
Yeah.
His stand up, but his control was amazing. His groundwork was really like top.
I don't
top
really want to
class.
see him against O'Malley. Because you know what he's going to do. Like, O'Malley doesn't
Yeah.
have the wrestling to stuff him, really. I don't think.
Yeah, I want to see him and Marlon Vieira.
Okay.
I want to see that
Well,
fight.
I want to see Sean Cheeto too. I want to see that rematch.
I want to see Marlon Vieira take the title from Aljamain.
Okay.
And then having Sean fight
Ooh, okay,
Vieira.
that's a fun one.
for
That's
the
a fun
title.
one. I think there was something said about Cejudo. So, probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
But
That's so funny, like, because Cejudo also after the fight was like, yo, let's bring the belt back to America. It's like, Aljamain's, he's
already
American.
American.
He's an American citizen. Like, and
Trains
didn't he
America.
represent Mexico at a stage? Like,
I don't know. I don't know.
Henry Cejudo did.
In the
He-
Olympics, he was definitely American. He was an American.
Yes,
in the
but he
Olympics.
like he also he like paid homage to his Mexican background.
roots,
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe he's like, oh yeah, Aljamain is taking it back to Jamaica now.
I don't know, but like he went just full Donald Trump on Twitter. And it's
Cejudo
just
isn't
weird.
very smart.
Yeah. So I don't think that fight happens. I think it would be great to see Cejudo make bantamweights again. But
yeah, that's true.
Because he's a beefy boy, you know. So
I don't want to see Sean Aljamain just yet. I don't think
I want to
Sean's
see
ground
the
game's there.
rematch. Like I think both of them deserve the rematch. Sean deserves the rematch because I think he can.
Against Jan
He
now.
can. Yes, of course. I think he can beat Jan. I think he can. Obviously.
Okay, let's say you
But I
can beat
also
him
think-
decisively.
But I think he can beat him decisively. But I also think Peter Yan can beat him decisively as well. It's one of those things where, if they do the rematch, let's say you do the rematch 7 times, it's like the NBA Finals. It's gonna come down to the wire. It's gonna be like he won, and then it's gonna come down to game 7.
Like you can't say Jan beats Sean like 9 out of 10 times. You can't say that.
No, yeah, and that's why the rematch is interesting. That's why I want to see it. So,
I kind of want to say that that's different for Jan and Aljamain.
yes.
I do think Jan beats him 8 out of 10 times.
Yeah. 100. Yeah, the MMA math doesn't make sense.
It
but
doesn't.
It's I understand 100% what you're saying. The Islam Oliveira fight was scary to see. Like, okay, Oliveira didn't look really switched on. Maybe the moment, maybe enemy, like technically enemy territory. It's a massive moment.
Did you see
but
he got like into a brawl on the walkout?
yeah,
What was
it's
that all
just
about?
like I have no idea. But Islam not taking anything away from Islam. He looked great. His stand up looks much better.
I was
Looks
really
crisp.
That was scary. I was like, yo,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And I think Oliveira was still afraid of his takedowns, and that's maybe why he couldn't switch on his own.
Yeah.
His own.
It's
But I kind of want to say, like, McGregor did better against Habib than
Yeah.
Oliveira did against Makhachev.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. That's like,
he didn't win a round.
but like Conor said afterwards as well, like he'll fight both of them. So,
I'll believe Conor when he re-enters the testing pool.
but that's also the thing. Like, yeah.
Do you think he makes lightweight again?
Yeah, I think so. Ooh.
He's thick
He's a thick. Yeah, he's thick.
Like, I mean, doesn't cocaine make you, like, retain water? I don't know.
I'm not even gonna say anything.
You don't know anything. I'm just making a joke. But I mean, like, the man's been drinking. He's been sniffing
He's
probably been
Lamborghini.
juicing.
Yeah.
A little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if Conor is on some type of performance enhancer right now.
Yeah. And a reporter asked Dana White, like, is he going to have to enter for 6 months in the USADA testing pool before coming back?
Of course.
And then he said yes.
Yeah,
So,
of course. You can't, like, they bend the rules plenty for Conor already. But not, like, that's a little bit too much.
Yeah. No, I think when it comes to USADA, they're so professional. I think they'll do the
yeah.
right process. So,
I don't know. The thing is with, like, going back to Aljamain is I really rooted for him after the knee disqualification.
yeah.
I don't like him anymore. I don't know why. It's just the way he carries himself now.
Yeah.
I like the little Fortnite dance character, like saying he's the. I saw a post from him today. He's like, "Oh, I think they can't find anyone to stop the Aljamain train." I was like, "Dude, you got a disqualification victory.
Yes.
You narrowly beat Peter Yan the second
Yeah,
time.
it was a controversial
then-
decision.
And then you beat a one-armed man, and now you're saying there's no one that can stop you. Like, I mean, come on.
Yeah, well, Merab is also in that division. Make him fight his teammates.
Ooh.
Like, make beef. I think the coaches should make beef between them. And then,
Let Aljamain fight Merab's tall lady friend. Did you see that video?
no.
It's like this big woman, like not like fat, like big woman.
Yeah, she's
wrestling Merab, and it's just like ragdolling her, like picking him up, throwing it
Oh,
over
really?
the shoulder. And all
I
the
didn't-
comments just say "mommy." It was.
who do you give Islam?
I want to see Beneil.
Yes.
That's the one I want to see the most.
Yeah.
Is Beneil Dariush. But obviously, I think Volkanovski has a lot for him.
Yeah,
Volkanovski is a
obviously
strong
that's
guy.
that's the fight that's next. I think it's pretty obvious. But in terms of lightweights, like really lightweights, the winner of Dustin Chandler.
Maybe. Do you think, like, how is Chandler's wrestling? How does that match up?
He's really good.
He's really good, but
Yeah.
do you think it's to that level?
The thing is,
level of
Chandler,
MMA wrestling?
he's very short as well, so it
Yeah.
helps. It helps stuffing
does, it
takedowns.
does.
It helps level
Volkanovski's
changes.
also short.
That also helps. Yeah, that's going to be a very interesting fight. I think if Oliveira won, because he said he'll fight him for his featherweight title as well. There's no way
ways.
Chandler makes. There's no way like Oliveira makes featherweight. It's really hard.
Not again. No ways. He's almost dying with 155.
I really hope Oliveira comes back though. Like I'm still a massive fan.
Obviously.
I still think he's one of the best
greatest
lightweights.
ever,
Yeah, 100%. Just looking at the guys he's faced in the last year and a half, it's really hard to take away what he has done.
Absolutely.
So
With the featherweight, the lightweights and Makhachev, I don't think Poirier has anything for Makhachev.
yes,
I think he gets beaten handedly.
Yeah,
I kind of think the same thing with Gaethje.
yeah,
I think we've seen fathers playing against both of those guys, and it did not go well, like at all.
yeah.
We haven't seen Chandler.
Yes,
Like maybe he has something for him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
and Chandler rocked Oliveira. You know, like he's a strong lightweight. He's short. He can stuff takedown. He's a great wrestler.
If you had to tell me Chandler Makhachev, I would say I think Islam's going to take it, but maybe
Yeah.
Chandler has something for him.
Imagine the scenes if Volkanovski wins that fight.
I think Volkanovski has something
He
for me.
he has
as well.
he has a great shot. You know, like he's very good.
He's not the number one pound for pound for nothing.
Yeah.
He's beaten Holloway handedly the last one. Easy.
You had to rub that in.
I had to run that in. And I mean, the man was, at one stage, it was like 100 kilos.
Yeah.
So, there's some of that 100 kilo strength in there.
But even like watching him in the crowd and stuff like, and then him coming into the cage,
big
he's a
dude.
big dude. Like he's short, obviously, but he's thick.
I actually
he's built
watched
like a
him-
cube.
Yeah, I watched him face off. I was
Yeah.
like, Volk isn't that small.
Yeah.
He's not as small as I thought he is.
So yeah, that's really a cool fight. Yeah, they'll do that in Australia.
I think so.
I think
so.
Yeah, that would be sick.
It'll
That's
be
very
cool to see Makhachev in enemy territory.
Yeah.
Like, not
because
not
that's
like-
also because that's also a thing. They like fighting in Abu Dhabi.
They do.
a lot. So
How many balls does Beneil Dariush have, like calling out the Iran and the hijab laws and stuff after his fight and trying to convert the entire Etihad Arena?
yeah, that's odd. That's borderline Colby, just like
But he's doing it in the
absolutely
nicest way.
tearing Brazilians to
Dude,
shreds.
I was like, Beneil, okay, that was pretty bad. That was a badass move. Like, you have to respect that. Especially the Iran thing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, all the people in there, they're like,
I
women?
honestly don't know the politics. I was just like, okay, you.
I don't know, I just know they're not
you,
women fans.
You say your thing. You're like, do it, whatever.
That's a pretty baller move, I think.
A fight that got announced is Ilia Topuria and Bryce Mitchell.
Yes.
For UFC 282.
Oh, yes, baby.
Yeah, it's gonna be so cool. I really hope to meet both of them.
Yes.
I'm massive fans of both of them. I'm a massive fan of Topuria, obviously. And that's gonna be a sick fight.
Bryce I don't know, he looks so stupid. But in the sweetest way. Have you ever seen Trailer Park Boys?
No.
Okay, but if you've ever watched Trailer Park Boys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He would fit right into that show.
We sent each other a quote of him. I'm not gonna say the quote, but
Yes. Oh yes.
but I refer back to that thing at least once a week, and then I just laugh as hard as I did the first time. It's just absolutely amazing. So I think that's a great fight, and also that's a great, not contender fight, but it's a great, it's a fight for
Banger.
for going into that top 15, top 10.
What a banger of a card you're fighting on, hey?
Yeah, it's
like Paddy's also on there.
Paddy's on there, yeah. Against Jared Gordon, that's going to be a great.
How good is Jared?
Very good. Like the guy, the guys he's fought, he lost against Charles Oliveira, but
Okay.
the guys he has fought is
Step up in
really
competition, you think?
100%.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
without a doubt. He's really good.
Maybe I think Paddy's just going the Sean route. Like
Like-
fighting, of like taking his time and making as much money as he can along the way.
And that's the best way to build probably one of the biggest names in the UFC as well. So
I think his ceiling isn't as high as Sean's.
I think he's just in a very tough division.
Ooh, that's also true.
Like-
not
Like
that
bantamweights
bantamweight's a
have
joke.
bantamweights have a bunch of killers, but I think lightweight is dense. It's
It's the deepest division.
yeah. And now you also see featherweights, like featherweights moving up and being just as big. You have some of the welterweight threats not moving down as much, but still there's
Within striking range.
100%.
I want to see Fiziev, Paddy.
Yo, that's a bad fight for Paddy,
I know.
I think. You just want to.
No, the other day I went to a friend's house, and I hated this. Like we went for lunch at Buffelsfontein. It was like, "Hey, do you want to come play some PlayStation? I've got the UFC guy." I said, "Yes, bro, 100%."
Yeah.
And then we were like going 1-for-1. Like I win one, you win one. Okay, it's going well. And then he picked Paddy, and he just beat me 9 times in a row.
Who did you go with?
Everyone. Chandler, nothing. McGregor, almost. No one could beat Paddy. I was about to throw his controller.
No one beat Paddy as if you weren't behind the controller.
I was
playing.
behind the controller, but I couldn't do shit. It was horrible. Like
So he's definitely your kryptonite.
he is my kryptonite.
Yeah. We have. It was so cool to see the ad of our fight on this pay-per-view event, like seeing the whole fight card. I was like, man, that's weird.
You're in
That's
there
a-
with gamers.
That's so it's like, yeah, that's so sick. And the camp, we are 10 days into camp.
Right though, how's it going?
It hurts, man.
No, it's the best type of her.
But it's the great. I actually spoke to a few like mentors and stuff today, and just like I miss camp so much. If I'm not in it, I miss it so much, and I'm just like I'm so glad to be in it again.
Cool, okay.
I just love fight camp, so I'm really enjoying it, and the momentum is just it's crazy.
It's
So,
building.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
so
really
excited
cool.
for that fight.
It's such a great fight.
Oh,
man.
it's gonna be a banger.
It's gonna be a banger.
That whole card. I'm not gonna sleep.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
shouldn't.
Deernag, I'm
I
gonna
think-
get. If Andrew doesn't go to Vegas, which I don't think he will.
No, he's not. He got denied his visa.
Ah, nice.
He looks sketch.
Okay, Andrew,
You're looking sketch, my man.
kry 'n bottel brandewyn. Then we just watch fight.
Yeah, there's gonna probably be there's gonna be like a streaming party, and I think then you can have breakfast after the the fight.
That sounds amazing.
I think that's a great
Yo, I
idea.
can't wait for this.
So, yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Who
And
are,
then-
who are they gonna put on the main card? It's so stacked.
It would be it would be bullshit if they do not put. Obviously, Darren Till and Drickus they have to be.
I
they
can't,
have
I
to
can't
be on that
imagine
card.
them on anything else than the main card.
They have to be on the main card, and just like put that Ibn Shabayan.
The fight, yeah,
Put
Edmund fight.
that
Put
guy-
that on the prelim.
Yeah, because he's fighting Dillashaw. Put them on the prelims.
Absolutely. And then
So
I would say to put up Mitchell, I would put on the main card.
yes, it's just like it's a stacked card.
The main event isn't amazing. I don't love the main event. Yeri Teixeira too.
After their first fight, though,
That's true. I hope Teixeira wins.
I hope they hammer the first fights in their marketing, just so that I think people forget how crazy that fight was and how it just shifted.
Teixeira was
Yeah.
this close. He was one bad shot.
But like Robbie Lawler and Santiago Ponzinibbio is the co-main.
Co-main.
Yes.
Really?
For now, yes.
Okay.
And then you have Jan Blachowicz and Ankalaev. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
that's
Yeah, obviously
that's
has to be there.
deserving. Then you have Paddy Pimlet, Jared Gordon,
Okay, makes sense.
Alexander Gustafsson, OSP. That makes sense to have them. They're massive
They're
names.
big.
But then you have Darren Till, Drickus du Plessis.
Till du Plessis is a much bigger fight than Gustafsson's. Like Gustafsson's he's getting up there
Yes,
in age.
but also OSP and Gustafsson are so recognizable,
That's true. They're big names.
and they also Okay, but do you think they are bringing in more? Do you think Gustafsson is bringing in more European fans than Till?
Maybe. No ways. No ways.
I don't think
no
so.
No ways.
So obviously the whole of South Africa is going to be watching Drickus.
Is that the finalized score, or is this just a list?
Well, this is on their layout.
Oh, okay, but I think it's probably prone to change.
Yeah.
Do you know where you're fighting yet? Early
I'm
prelims?
second, I think.
Second or the prelims, early prelims?
Let me check. I'm third.
Early prelims.
Yes,
Lucky,
probably.
man.
Yeah.
Yes, but then you can watch the rest of the bangers.
Yes. I'm just before Chris Curtis and Joaquin Buckley.
Okay.
Oh, well, on this thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the update.
That's going to be a banger as well. Like
that is a great fight.
Yeah. Like two guys that you know are going to go in there and they're going to swang.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be...
I loved Buckley's last fight. He really showed like lion heart in that last round. I was yelling at him. Yes, yes,
that's a very sick fight. And I think they also like ranked 20 to 15. They're somewhere there. I think Curtis is ranked close to 15.
I don't think he's ranked.
Yeah.
No, he's not
close
ranked.
to 15.
Close to 15, yeah.
So, yeah, those guys are also coming up.
Banger. Did you see Sweden? Swedish. I thought about this while we were talking about Gustafsson. His gym is almost the same as Chimaev's. They got banned from all Swedish amateur MMA.
Why?
Like their gym got straight up banned because of complaints. Like if their fighter loses, they just start fights with the coaches and stuff.
That's also one thing, like comes out like stirring shit as well at this event. You know, obviously previously they had fights where they had to cancel a face off. Yeah, the press conference.
He's a bit of a thug.
I wanted to say a little bit of a liability.
Oh, no, he's a thug.
Yeah, it's gonna really cause some problems if they do that with the wrong guys.
Exactly. I don't like that. Like honestly, I don't.
I think it just creates a lot of work for the UFC.
Yeah, it does.
As if they don't have enough to deal with. Now you have to go and sort this out.
Khamzat he's embracing his Joker persona now. Like he's an agent of chaos. Just everyone thinks he's a.
But it's a shame because it wasn't needed.
No, it wasn't. He's just a bit of an asshole.
Yeah.
Like that's
well,
what you
if
can say.
People, like Floyd Mayweather was an asshole. Everyone
Yes.
bought pay-per-views to watch him lose.
But like Colby Covington's an asshole, but he's not a thug.
Yeah, he's not a thug. Yeah, but
like he wouldn't.
It depends on who you ask. I think we just like Colby Covington.
Maybe,
a
but
lot.
like I don't think Colby would like sucker punch you in the back of the head and steal your wallet. I think Khamzat would.
Yeah.
Like. You know, like
so,
have you ever like the people that walk like this in Kuierplek holding their one arm like that? Then you know you're in trouble if they come for you like that. Then you know you're getting mugged. It's like one of those.
Do you think the Colby and Khamzat fight will happen?
I think so. I really hope Colby smashes him.
I really hope he smashes the shit out of him. The only thing I do think is like Khamzat is. I think he's bigger.
He is.
I think he's a lot bigger than Colby, but I think he can match his pace.
Kamaru was also bigger,
and I think he can match his wrestling. Well, yeah, that's
the wrestling
hard.
Is tough.
Yeah,
but I definitely think Colby can.
I don't think
Colby can match his pace. I think Colby can put a pace on him.
Yes, and I think if take a page out of Dariush's book, you can neutralize anyone's wrestling and grappling if you just scramble very well. And I think Colby has the fitness to scramble well.
Yes.
So I really hope they make that fight happen.
I hope it's a 5-rounder as well.
Yeah.
Is it a 5? I don't think so. I think it's going to be.
That would be a shame. No, but like,
isn't it?
Won't they headline a fight card?
I think it's the Leon Usman 2 undercard, which would be a shame if it's only 3 rounds.
Yeah, the furthest this thing goes is Cannonier and Strickland.
Colby in the championship rounds. That's the Colby you want to see.
Yes.
Like he can get off to a bit of a slow start, but the pace he can put on you round 3, 4, 5.
And also, Khamzat's fight with Gilbert Burns. He got tired. He got very tired. And so I actually hope for 5 rounds.
Burns doesn't have that gas tank that Colby has.
Yeah.
Like I think Colby puts a pace on him as well.
We have so much to look forward to.
Goodness.
Oh, but the winner of the just before I forget, the winner of that card, the biggest winner
Yes.
was Hasbulla.
Oh yes, absolutely.
He is. I understand why the UFC made a deal with him. I think they signed like a endorsement. They signed him. He's just quality. It's content non-stop. I was sending it to everyone because then your feed is full of Hasbulla.
And it was the like his little skit in the background with Volkanovski. Like I
Yes.
love that.
His skits. And then when Islam won the fight, he was, while Islam was doing interviews, he was like kicking a bottle, like just randomly kicking a bottle in the air.
Okay, so the face of the fight game, it was like Chuck Liddell, then it was GSP, then it was McGregor, and now it's Hasbulla.
It is, and he's a baller. He does it very, very well. Thank you for educating me. I'm not allowed to call people. I think we should just end it there.
Mate, I think we should end it there. We had some technical difficulties now, so that's why it cut very abruptly. But let's end it there.
You know, we had a lot of winners. We had equal amounts of losers, but I think Hasbulla was the winner of that card.
Winner of the night, Hasbulla. Biggest loser, Peter Jan.
Yes, 100%. 100%. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers.
Hey, yes. Great stuff. We're getting there.
Thank you guys so much. If you have not subscribed yet, please do that.
Do so.
That would be nice. We would appreciate it.
Otherwise, I'm going to come beat you up in your own house.
I'll drive him there. Cheers, guys.